Okay, Dodge RT fans, here you have it. A real factory black on black 440 Dodge Coronet 4-speed with the Dana rear end. Car came out of Long Island. And before we get into the backstory on the car, I just want to let you know that Dodge, for whatever their reasoning was, debuted the RT nameplate on the Coronet only. So 67 model year Coronet is the first Dodge RT ever. The rest of the RT models came later. And basically what you mean by RT, for those of you that don't know, that's road and track. You could buy this car, drive it to work, and on the weekend you could take it to the track. So that's why it's called road and track. High performance 440 or Hemi, high compression engines. And Dodge debuted the RT on this particular car. And as I said earlier, this car came out of the Long Island area. The original owner bought it in April of '67 when he took delivery, and he immediately went to Vietnam. And the car was in deep storage. It was within his family. He came back, and the car sat for many, many years, and then went to restoration right around 2012, somewhere in that time frame. And then about 5 years later, in 2017, after exactly 50 years of ownership, the original owner passed away. So his son got the car, and then I ended up buying the car on consignment from a muscle car dealership in Long Island from the son. So technically, I am second owner. And ironically enough, is our Mopar Club president down here grew up on Long Island, and he happens to know about this car. He saw it, he's seen it around when he was growing up, but then he said it disappeared. And sure enough, that fits the MO. And he even knew the story about the original owner going off to Vietnam. So it was indeed the Black Bomber from Long Island. Anyway, it's a super nice car. Let's go ahead. There we go. Let's take a look at this engine in here. Again, it's the original 440. And for those of you that don't know, again, in 1967, you did not have numbers matching. Not yet. It wasn't until around mid-68 that Chrysler and probably most of the other manufacturers started putting the VIN numbers on the block. So you cannot get numbers matching on the 67. However, I can tell it's the original engine because the cast date is from about 4 months prior, which fits. They usually let them sit around for 2 to 4 months. And also the assembly date from the factory is 1 week before the car. So what you've got is several months before in the cast date, and then the assembly date is a week before the car. That, my friends, is the original 440 engine. And it's got the correct C designation for 67 440, correct radiator, correct style battery. Everything in here is date coded the car, even the wiper motor. Everything's original to the car, except for that alternator. Radiator numbers out, everything. So what you've got is a really, really well taken care of black on black 67 Coronet RT. One family owned car, and very well taken care of. And that's what you call a real find and a value. And there you go, Dodge fans. Your first RT model ever. Thank you very much. It's Gause Garage.